time again. The Seat Tyres strategic timeout.
Hang on, what's happening there? That's the legend himself. Don't overthink it. Feel it. That's what I did. Can he turn this around? Yes, he can. Often as a tribute to those that made cricket more than just a game, Peter England presents the League of Legends.
इक्विटी में इन्वेस्टर ग्रोथ का एक डेट में है लो रिस्क भाग मेरी मान
गलती से जो कि लोड है आएगी तो बंदे मैसेज या फोन कर
मतलब मल्टी एसेट एलोकेशन
ਸੱਸ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਹੈ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਤੇ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੋ
ਜਾਂਦੀ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ तो कहते फोन कर दी थी
पार्टी में किसी ने नोटिस नहीं किया तुम्हारा एसी
तुम्हारा चीज पैटर्न तो मैं देख ही नहीं रहा
रोहन तो तारीफ कर रहा था
और ये सेल्फी तो मैं फ्रेम करके रखूंगा
इसीलिए लिया था ना ये एसी हेलो लॉयड फॉलो मी
तुम्हारे लिए India's first designer AC range from Lloyd with sliding feature, mood lighting, AI and parking cooling. Lloyd ख्याल जो कर वो कर बनाए.
कहता है उषा सदन और कहता है आशा भवन महक चहक पद्मा की लहर और कहता है शांति निकेतन.
इंडिया का उत्तर दिशा कहता है.
कम में करा देता मैं कम में करा देता मैं कम में करा देता
Hotels and flights, come in. Book hotels and flights at best prices require.com by Ebix Travel.
फ्रेश न्यूज़ मिस मत कर
Ebix कर.
There you go, bro. All like that. Take it.
सेनापति जी आपका पोस्ट पर.
Bring it. Muscle recovery के लिए. I have got thumbs every day.
Also by flying reflection discussion travel
ओए राम
performance every day.
Motorola Edge 16 Pro, the edge of excellence. Hello, Moto.
लो मोबाइल
5 मिनट में I got a car. Never go far. Rapid go.
Then we can clear now the Seat Tyres strategic timeout. The teams and players are having a lot of fun with the Angel One Super Sixes. We have the Delhi Capitals and the Sunrisers Hyderabad vying for the bragging rights. The luckiest Angel One Super Six. Really got to do it. It's 92 meters. You know, all the fans on it. Putting up 93 meters. Guess what? We can have another impact. Travis said, John, and he's got his notes work. Travis said, he scores a back load of runs. He would have been tonight, but not sure he'll even be required yet. Well, I guess somewhere in Mitchell Stark's mind, he's got to be thinking to that game much earlier in the season when getting his beat Sunrisers in this Patna. He beat them by 7 wickets. Mitchell Stark picked up 5 for 35. Surely the other 3 for 22. If they can get that 130, 140 that Connie you're talking about, it's something for the likes of the champion bowlers to defend.
ਇੰਨੇ ਸਿੱਕੇ
Is Michael Josh and Angel One Super Six.
And this is the beauty of having an impact side that you've got a match winner coming in to be able to try and put the pieces together of these innings. And Natchitosh, he's got some serious power and match winning ability. And they're going to need a miracle, and they've got 2 guys in there who could do this for the Delhi Capitals.
A nice big shot that was. A long way down the pitch. to the ball. And his momentum just with the bat swing, so easy on the arm.
He does bash it.
And again, is that bigger? Oh, I'd say into the sky, and right over the bowler's head for another six.
Well, the words weren't called out of my mouth. It gives it a good whack. It's a good old-fashioned tonka. Doesn't quite get to that, but the hands, he just keeps it there, keeps the shape, and he gets it right out of the middle, despite not being in the pitch. Can't believe it. Zishan is thinking, I didn't look so badly there. It's still gone the distance.
Oh dear. Oh, it's landed like a bag of flour. He's safe. It went absolutely nowhere.
The great phrase in the line that's used by New Zealanders. I'm adding yours to it. Mainly New Zealanders who said, loft it. It's a great phrase. But landed like a bag of flour. Love that. Don't know what you're doing throwing bags of flour around anyway. 86.
Which bone is the fun bone?
I think the elbow. No. No. Very interesting.
ये गूगली मेरे वाला सवाल है गूगल पे ढूंढोगे तो सब जानोगे
Let's go back to where it all started. What's this magic of yours? 25 years later. I was giving every performance my 100%. That's the magic.
So how was the journey?
Unforgettable.
Google One for your unforgettable journeys.
Google Pixel 9 with 30 hours of battery life. That goes on and on and on and on.
Google Pixel 9a. Bring home the magic with zero cost EMI.
He's going to finish his spell, so he's coming back on here for the 16th over. Can he pick up a 4?
Like this from Cummins, the recognition of the danger. Ashutosh is fantastic at the hitter. These are two quality shots. And it just signals the danger to Sunrisers Hyderabad. The records earlier in the season, when they play DC, they play in Vizag, and they win against LSG from 65 for 5. They were chasing then. Yeah, so 65 for 5 against the LSG, and it was Ashutosh who came in and somehow, just somehow managed to get them closer and closer and closer, and then over the line with 3 balls to spare and chasing a mammoth total of 209. But he got 66 not out then of just 31 balls. So there'll be hope in the DC camp.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a wrap. That fielder down there at third. It's a bit of a scramble, but he's saved the day. There's some Malinga down there. So this is the innings you're talking about, Bobby. 66. Not out, but he got them home. Bobby with about his business.
And then the celebration at the end as well was all class. Just to say, this is what I do. I can do this. And he seemed oblivious to the situation. Managed to get himself into a bubble. Didn't look like getting out. Each time he decided he was going for a boundary, got it. The difference is that he had a target in mind. And he knew exactly what he needed to do each over and had to try and sort of stay on strike. Vipras did a good job as well in that game, giving him the strike.
Tristan Stubbs, we know that he's got that finishing power as well. This guy looks like he's spent a few hours in the gym, lifting some heavy weights, and he could make all that gymnasium time count here in these last 4 overs for the Delhi Capitals. They absolutely need a grandstand finish to this innings, nothing less. They might look for a second here, and they will get them. 4 overs to go here in Hyderabad. Capitals 93 for 6.
A bag full of goodness. Zook, a bag full of you.
मैसेज चाहिए
How should I wash my dress? You should use a delicate cycle. Remember to turn it inside out and don't put it in the dryer.
I asked, they just made
दुकान ਦੁਕਾਨ ਤੇ ਲਾਣਾ
मीटर मुझे तो लगाओ पहले मीटर जरूरी है पहले
ਮੀਟਰ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਨਾ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਪੂੜੀਆਂ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਕਰਾਉਣ
आगे खोलना 4-5 हज़ार तक कमाई लगेगी दो गाहक फंस गए तो
ਮਨਿਆਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਰੱਖੇਗੀ ਨਾ ਨਾਲ
2-3 गाहक फंस गए तो 5-10 हज़ार रुपये आराम ਨਾਲ ਕੱਢ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ
ਮਨਿਆਰੀ ਦਾ ਪਾਰਲਰ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਤੇ ਚੱਲੇਗਾ ਮਨਿਆਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਰਲਰ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲੇਗਾ ਮਨਿਆਰੀ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਚੱਲੇਗਾ ਨਾਲ ਵਾਲਾ ਵੀ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਹੁਣ ਮਨਿਆਰੀ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਰਿਹਾ ਖੋਲਣ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਏ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੋਲ ਲਈਏ
ਇਹ ਕੀ ਰਹੇਗਾ
Well, that's right. Those blue lines are guides for the umpires that were ranked high. First ball of the match. Octopussy not putting the right kind of shot. Fine catch this by Fisher. The first 3 wickets going for Pat Cummins.
So what partnerships really, and there was no respite, one wicket after another. This is Akshay Patel going out. Very good catch, and it's disappointing for KL Rahul. Full marks will have to changing the angle when they run out. Looking to resurrect this innings now. And when you look at the most valuable players of the season, the MVP, Buran, the Jaiswal, there's Cummins there, Surya Kumar, Sunil Narayan. Cummins. Saw that today with them in that opening spell.
There's a little collection of numbers right there that Ashutosh, his numbers in the last 4 overs, he goes at a strike rate of 192. So he and Stubbs they're capable of causing some damage, a lot of damage.
Of course, if they stay together till the end, it's going to be a fantastic thing for the Delhi Capitals. If they get their side past the 160 mark, they will give their side a lot of runs to go at because this looks like a surface where the ball is going to continue to grip for the spinners.
This is a good comeback over. It's 2 runs conceded so far. Also the choice of bowlers now for Cummins will be butchered. He's got one. He's finished his over.
ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਲਿਆ ਜੀਰਕਪੁਰ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਲਿਆ ਫ੍ਰਿਜ
ਮਰਾੜੇ ਦੇ ਤੱਕ
And you'll have to use Harshad right through. And you have to see which of the spinners you can bring into play. Zishan has been expensive. again, good variations. Right signal, tight ball.
Those of you with sharp eye might have seen both umpires with their arms akimbo. That's because the square leg umpire signals wide in height, so the standing umpire signals scorers.
In the air, nicely played. That's whisked away from the floor. 100 comes up. Again, playing a blinder here. Nice little cameo so far from Archie Bush.
He does have a great ability with pop, creating a lot of pop shots. And his great dead style, always climbing on it. His speed at which the ball rests the boundary is remarkable.
It's in the air, over Cummins. Again, picking his spots here, Ashutosh. 12 to the over, 105 for 6.
Which bone is a funny bone?
The funny bone is. Yeah, a lot of batters will know that. They've been hit on the funny bone before, and it is so sore, it is straight on the nerve.
ये गूगली बेटे वाला सवाल है गूगल पे ढूंढोगे तो सब जानते हैं
Let's go back to where it all started. This is magic of yours. 25 years later, I'm just giving every performance my 100%. That's the magic.
So, how was it, Jerry?
Unforgettable. Mobile One for your unforgettable journeys.
Google Pixel 9a. It's built to withstand spills, dust, and drops. So the only thing to worry about, taking in all that beauty.
Google Pixel 9a. Bring home the magic with zero cost EMI.
You are unique. So should be your jewels. Shine eternal. Spoke diamonds.
If you're looking at 18 legal deliveries, Tristan Stokes, Ashutosh will be looking at this saying, okay, we can get this score up to 140, maybe 145. Ravi, you mentioned 150.
Very possible with these two players. Good strikers. Easily get 45 or 40 runs from here. Close to 150. Sean here. Did he get his hands to it? Good choice. Because he's conceded 9 runs of this. Zishan was the man expensive. 3 overs for 30, so choice of bowlers now crucial. Ashar will bowl 1 more over.
He's been crafty and wearing his space, bowling a full length. He's bowled a stump to stump more often than not. He's been very effective on the surface.
हैप्पी बर्थडे टू मी खुश रहो आज पूरे 24 की हो गई हो उस लड़के के बारे में कुछ सोचा
The stumps and then his variations. Getting in the gap, the ball is racing away. That's a quality shot. From stumps.
That is one of the bigger boundaries at this venue, and Stubbs had no problem processing the fielders. He goes in tight ball into the big shed and very confident, gets in with the power.
Just look at the control of this shot. Look at the ball hitting the back down. So he doesn't get any elevation in the shot. He knows that ball's going to hit the turf quickly. So well played.
But he's come out with 30 in no time. Played some fine shots.
Never finished entertaining. Split your hands on the shoulder, and then well, he's striking at 176. Tristan Stubbs has got to put his foot down on the accelerator because he's going at 100. He's got 31. So he's used up 31 deliveries for his 31 runs. But Ashutosh has added the momentum here for the Delhi Capitals. Projected scores that they go at 10 and over. At a rate of 10, it's 134. They're looking at more than that. What a nice swingy action as the Ishan Malinga. Just as certainly nowhere in the sort of swingy bracket that Lassit Malinga. And so from him.
Also, it was Malinga who got this thing.
I'll just see him, I'd rather you hit him. Yeah, I like this action. Lovely balanced run. Yeah, you can see he loads up and then the arm drops. Being crunched as well, but the leg side is reinforced.
Makes it all the more difficult for a bowler to vary his pace and have control if he's got a swingy action.
Could get a little higher, but if you've grown up bowling and watching somebody like Lassit Malinga, then what you do.
Can he finish off goal? 6 conceded in this over. This one struck. Finds the boundary. The 50-run partnership comes up. With just 37. And after 18, it's 115 for 6.
जल्दी से फास्ट लगी चेक करना
Good for me, I did. God, pasta, God, shoulder, God, wash, gift, everything, God.
Search and pay for anything on PhonePe.
How should I wash my dress? You should use a delicate hold cycle. Remember to turn it inside out and don't put it in the dryer.
Thank goodness I asked. They just saved daylight.
Mary auntie looks very happy today. Her 2.5 lakh rupees got saved. What good did she do?
Bro, bye-bye. 5 minutes में like on the fire, never do fire, rapid go. पर हम भी जिद्दी हैं.
That's up in the air. And it's gone a long way. Fantastic the ball, Ashutosh. Seen him earlier in the act with a game single-handed.
Tell you what, the way he's playing this, he looks like he could chop it over. He has got so much right hand into that, and even he didn't think he hit it well enough. But he has.
He's entertaining the crowd, he's entertaining his parents here. Solid midfielder, wearing an Ashutosh shirt. So another gentleman asked him, are you a fan of his? He said, no, I'm his father.
Ravi, what do you think of that? He looks so confident hitting down the ground, and then he follows it up with a sort of ramp, reverse ramp, whatever you call it. What do you think?
It's more anticipation. I think he's more anticipating what the bowler will do. As the shot that is just anticipating maybe a pull that delivery wide where you can use the ramp. So, mind games here, you're looking to outthink the bowler looking to outthink the batsman.
That's a heck of a good shot for one run.
He
things are looking bleak for the Delhi Capitals. These two are together. 6-6 score has been 4 games. The partnership has been solid, but it's been good. It's been healthy. It's still looking good. A few more to put with the backwards.
Marcel Patel is just persisting with this, banging it in halfway down. Well, wherever you bowl, to there, it's 100 strike rate outside the lobster. Right on the middle, it's 155. I will tell you that that's why Harshal Patel has been bowling this. He's saying to these two, you want to hit this, I'm going to pitch it halfway down, it's to be like almost like a tennis ball bounce.
Yeah, he wants them to hit it to the longer boundaries and generate pace on it. He doesn't want to give them pace. There again. Problem with this in-between score is that they have to strike it properly. When you look at the Sunrisers batting lineup, they'll come out smoking. The way they come out is they'll play their shots. So you want 3 wickets at least. You'll be defending something around 140 at most, unless it's a huge last over. Gets away with it. 19 gone, 124 for 6.
You are unique. So should be your jewels. Shine eternal. Bespoke diamonds.
Let's go back to where it all started. What's this magic of yours? 25 years later, I was giving every performance my 100%. That's the magic.
So how was the journey?
Unforgettable.
Mobile One for your unforgettable journeys.
My God, she talks so much. Yapping non-stop. How can anyone talk so much? I said, just take a breather.
New quality walls, golden smooth, so delicious and creamy.
Sentence after sentence, sentence after sentence.
It just leaves you speechless. Starts at just 80 rupees.
A couple early on with this, the brand new ball. Ishan Malik gets bowled the last.
Smash back. Get only 2. 64 these two have added. From 44. More than half the runs. Seeing the field plays, looking at what choice of deliveries he has. Birdman's very fine. This long ball and the off stuff in the circle. Minding the fielders at the moment.
See what Isham's trying to do is bowl as full as he can, trying to get the Yorker in.
But what the score has done, it's at least given them some sort of score. The bowler, you mentioned earlier, Mitchell Stark could be the other. Mitch Stark has a terrific record against this team.
Yeah, in Visakhapatnam he took 5 for 35 and Kuldeep 3 for 22. So those two were the destroyers in chief.
Player of the match, the last 3 games he's played against them. Shift in the air. It's the single.
Yeah, and 2 for 14 in the final last year. Counter IPL final last year, 2 for 14 in the qualifier, the first of the bat, 3 for 34.
It's in the air, the zipping wicket. It's a longer part of the ground. This is good bowling. Making, once again, banging it in short, making him go in that direction. Having up on all, making no mistake. So, important wicket.
Archibald had to make all the pace here. He had to create all the pace. That is the biggest boundary, and as there's more pace about from Ishan, there's a simple straightforward catch in the end. And he's delighted with what he's done so far. Ishan, he's been a good hand as I've watched. He's got 26. Easy 127.
Which bone is the funny bone?
It's easier, I told her at school.
Hmm?
The humorous. What? I told that at school. The school told me the wrong thing.
ये गूगली मेरे वाला सवाल है गूगली पे ढूंढोगे तो सब जानेंगे
Let's go back to where it all started. This is magic of yours. 25 years later, I'm just giving every performance my 100%. That's the magic.
So how was the journey? Unforgettable. Model 1 for your unforgettable journeys.
Before you step in, it's seen. Before you speak,
Excellent bowling. Excellent bowling. This is the stops. This is a good last over. Survived, conceded. One ball remaining.
But he really has thought about his line of attack here. That's the throw. Mitchell Stark wasn't even in the frame. He was trying to bowl fully. Again, he looked for the Yorker, the new batsman, Mitchell Stark. But it's the final ball of the innings. Tristan Stubbs on strike. Can he finish with a maximum?
Swung in the air, in the gap for four. So boundary to end the innings, and after 20 overs, the Delhi Capitals, they put it back, made 133 for 7. And Stubbs finishing with 41 from 36.
They wide up mid on. There was a fielder out there in the deep, but it was hit so well. This race wide of the boundary. Kept running away from the fielder. Boundary completes the innings. 133 for 7 is what the Capitals have managed. It was a good performance from the Sunrisers right through the innings.
whenever I ate ice cream,
ये नहीं हमारी पहचान है ये है तो हमें चाहिए ये नहीं तो हम कुछ नहीं है When you play the Game of Thrones, you win. You die.
चलना पड़ेगा
मेरी फैमिली बच्चों की पढ़ाई घर का खर्चा इन सब को देना
पहले टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लिया होता तो आज ऐसे रोना नहीं पड़ता
थका मारे
आखिरी वक्त तक मत पछताओ आज
है
पॉलिसी के बाद से
हो गई है
इंश्योरेंस करवाओ 2 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 700 रुपए महीने से शुरू चलो भाई
Will my Indian degree be recognized in the United States or Canada? Yes. In fact, having your Indian degree evaluated by Credential Evaluation Service Provider like Wes could set you up for your next big opportunity. Whether that's getting relicensed in your occupation, continuing your education, or seeking employment after graduation, the process consists of 3 key steps. First, create an account at
और हमारे पास अब और भी बहुत सारे हैं मुझे बंदूक दो और बॉस बंद करो एक बात बताओ सबसे बड़ा संघर्ष क्या है मेरे भाई मासूमों की